And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie, and we got a special guest today.
Yeah, well, I'd say a guest. Of course, he is a little special.
My mama said I was special.
Tell him. And you believed her, didn't you?
Exactly.
He got a
right.
participation
That's
trophy.
right.
Well, good morning to everyone. And we want to remind everybody, until you see the cows, we don't have the mics on. We're just getting ready, and then when we do the cow thing, we turn that on. Or we can go back to a black screen. I just thought it gave you something a little bit more to look at, like we were really here.
You get to look at us.
That's scary, Odie.
It is that.
Cows ain't bad looking then.
It does. It gives it a better look, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, it is Friday. Today is going to be the 5th of January. Don't forget the 8th will be Elvis's birthday, for those of you who think that should be a national holiday.
That's right.
Should be. That's coming up. Today we've got severe weather that's going to be on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Let's just go back quickly and look at this. This is the outlook for tonight as we look at what's going on with the weather. Right down here around Biloxi is where it's at. Now, when we get into Monday night, when we'll have that little town meeting here, it's going to go right up here all the way through Meridian, and back over this way will be a level 2, and then north of here will be a level 1. Again, all things are subject to change when it comes to weather. We're several days out, and we all know how that can do. What does that mean? Power can go out, Greg. That's awful, isn't it?
That is. That makes for some long, rough nights.
Now, let me ask this, because we were talking about this. Your generator, did you ever get that checked on? I know you had a future son-in-law that was supposed to be working on that.
Got it fixed.
Okay, so
got back in good graces. Christmas was coming, so he got back in. Got generator running.
Got to have those because it's going to be a lot of power outages in between now and the end of May.
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't have one, we got some great folks that you can talk to if you're looking for a generator. Booker, he can come out and hook it up.
That's right.
Your whole house turns on automatically, and you don't have to go out in the dark and try to pull a rope and try to find a gas can. You can do it that way.
Oh, and it runs tests.
Yes.
It comes on, it runs every so often to make sure it's ready to go. So
Make you spill your coffee when you're not ready for it.
call Booker. He can take care of every bit
Did you
of
say
that
Booker or
installation. Booker.
Booker, I want to make sure.
Hey, and if you don't
Booker's
want
auto
to go
mechanic.
that far, you can go down to Wilson Saw, and they can hook you up if you want one temporary.
Yeah, those
Got the Honda quiet running generators.
We use that for the Christmas parade.
Never knew it was on.
But now is the time, seriously. If you need to get your generator serviced, if something's wrong, now nobody wants to be out there in an ice storm pulling on a generator, saying ugly words, or trying to get that poor guy on the phone that works on him, because I can assure you he's working on somebody else's.
It does. If you get it into the shop now, they got room.
That's right. Chainsaws, too. Think about your chainsaws. Now's the time to get them sharpened, get everything ready.
Okay, we had a camera issue on camera 1. We're going to have to go back on our camera side to
Oompa Loompa camera.
Oompa Loompa camera. I don't know what's going on with camera. I'll have camera people look at that today.
Yeah. But you get to see us again.
Yep, that was a little mess up there. It'll be all right.
Hey, we've made it before.
Yes, we have. We've had a lot of experience here.
Talk about making it.
What's that?
Joe and Judy Collins have made it 44 years.
44?
44. Joe has allowed Judy to put up with him for 44 years.
Man, that's a lot.
Well, Lord, you centered us.
Yeah, that helped out a little bit there on that one, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
So there you go. Well, a different look this morning until we get all this figured out.
Yeah, we'll make it.
Yeah. Well, I got pay people each month to fix that. It's time it's fixed.
It's time. It's kind of like insurance, and we need a claim.
It is. Let's see what. Oh, man, don't get me into that. I've been working on my car since May of last year. My poor Lincoln
me
is.
too. Me too.
You just ain't got a transmission.
Quit laughing over there.
Look, you know, when I left y'all last night, I got a call, and I know it looked like a drug deal going down, but I owed for a transmission. I got called out. I got to have money tonight to pay for the transmission. I'm going to pick it up tomorrow. And
So you go by the ATM, huh?
my secret hiding place had my money wet, and I had to turn over a wet $100 bill. That ain't that bad.
Where you been hiding it?
I can't tell it, but I had it hid very well. I thought it was just damp.
Just damn, just a little
If
bit.
you got a transmission for $100, you probably got it at night.
It actually had a few more. with it that
Okay.
were
I
dry.
just I ain't no detective, but I can figure that one
It
out.
was somebody else's before it was yours.
So, how long you been going without a transmission now, Odie?
July.
That's quite a while. Yeah. Hang in there. You're
Yeah, I'm hanging in there.
I feel for you. I really
I'm
do.
having to use Amy's car more.
I just went ahead and called a wrecker yesterday and had Quentin come on out and haul the Lincoln off because they won't cooperate with me.
Oh,
They Dylan was involved in a little minor accident in May. Somebody rear-ended him, and their insurance company, which is a national company, is not very dependable. Not at all. So I got Quentin to take it over to Chet. Said Chet's going to look at it a while and get to charge him storage by looking at it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly. I'd charge them storage too.
Yeah, I don't blame it a bit there. Let's see what's going on around the nation, around the world this morning as we get this. Do y'all remember this thing that went on in Texas of the guy that was in the restaurant and this guy comes in and he starts to rob the place and he gets up and takes him out?
Yeah.
Well, they tried to charge him. The jury said, Grand jury said, we're not indicting him. He protected the other people in the restaurant. He's been set free.
Amen.
Clean slate.
Amen.
Texas is where it all is. Here's the scene of this. This is from Daily Mail, if y'all will remember this, where the bad guy comes in. There he is there. And this guy right here gets up to take care of business. Here he goes, and he springs into action right there. It doesn't quite show it, but he gets up out of the chair and, well, protects everybody, ends that situation. So he's free to go.
You know, it's kind of like people are shooting in dwellings, shooting in houses at night, drive-bys and everything else, just like that right there. I still think when you catch them, it's just not firing a weapon. It's attempted murder for every single person that was either
But
in
it's
that
not-
house or next door.
But they don't charge anybody like that, do they?
They don't.
The law, how do they write that up? Do you have any idea? And we're bound to have some law enforcement watching.
Yeah, I don't think we have attempted murder. I think we've got,
It's shooting into a dwelling, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's not much to that.
but there's not much to it. But it ought to be every single person that was in that house, in the neighbors, they ought to.
How do y'all feel about whiny babies? Because I think we need to discuss this now. Of what's Chrisley knows best.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, his daughter is taken to national news complaining that dear old dad is not being treated fairly in jail. She's claiming that prison guards are planting cell phones in his bed to make him look bad. Now, do you really think that?
No.
I am not lying, y'all. It's retaliation because she spoke out, she says.
Did you ever watch that show?
Yeah, it's kind of scary there. Well, I solved the mystery long before it came out about who he was having an affair with. Long before that. I think most of America did too.
He was just a little too flamboyant to worry about cell phones in here.
I mean, the man broke the law. He lied millions of dollars, and
then went and filed bankruptcy to keep it.
yeah.
And then was steadily getting paid over $50,000 an episode.
What that amounts, it's the same thing. It's just white collar. It's the same thing as going into a convenience store and taking the money. It's just done in a different way.
That's exactly right.
You're just as guilty as anybody else that's ever robbed a store. And
He got what he deserved.
sure did.
But usually in America, we would send him to Washington.
You're right. An elected official so they can make
That's
more.
exactly right.
We got to show a picture.
What?
We were just told that looks like Tim the Tool Man Taylor. Even sent a side-by-side photo of what it looks like.
You don't have to send that
It
to
is
me. though.
kind of Yeah, you got it.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, I see who it's from, too.
Yeah.
Audience is picking on this man here.
What did I do now?
You just give me a minute. I'm going to have to figure out how to get this up here on the screen.
We got a picture of you.
I wouldn't take it, Greg. None whatsoever. We'll be right back as we get this day started. Good morning from Scotty Ray and Odie as we get your day, your Friday. The weekend is here. Very first one. Is this the first one in January?
It's the first weekend of the year.
Woo. We'll be right back. Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 14. J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian.
Oh, we're back. Right here we wait a minute, there we go.
Technical difficulties.
Man, a camera goes down. I don't know what to do.
And we had a lot going on there.
Yes, we did.
Oh.
As we're not going to call any names, but somebody that's high up.
Yeah, we're not going to call their name anyway.
But said that this. Let's just take a look at Greg here. Here's Greg. Everybody sees Greg, and this is what we're being told Greg looks like this morning. Greg, you don't take this?
I would say that people who live in glass houses should not chunk rocks.
You know, I sent a message to him the other day about the brownie paper towel guy. I thought, hang on here, let's look at this. Brownie, how do you type?
It's BRAW.
That's brawny.
Guy. Let's see here. Let's see if we pull up a picture of this. Cause I thought he looked more like this than.
The older one, not the new one.
He didn't look more like that. That's what Lisa said.
That's Anthony, huh?
No, I was.
And the cat fell out of the bag.
Whoops.
Yeah, that ain't Greg.
That was after the gym.
After the gym workout.
Hey, I go by there twice a day. I've not lost a pound.
Yeah, you've been driving by.
I mean, I hadn't stopped, but I go by the gym twice a day. It's usually to the donut shop.
But it's in passing.
That's right.
All right, I got to ask y'all this, and we'll get into what we did last night. Well, matter of fact, hang on. Let's just go ahead and talk about the good first, and then I'll ask some questions here. Last night, is it the Loyal Order of Moose?
Yeah, the Meridian Moose Lodge.
They went above and beyond for kids in our area. And as we take a look at this, these are called Tommy Mooses.
Tommy Mooses.
And as you go here, we had a crowd out. Sheriff Ward Calhoun was there to take for the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department. You and Greg were there to help with the Meridian volunteer fire departments. And I'll let y'all explain what y'all do with these as they're handed to y'all. What do y'all do with them now?
Greg, take it over.
Well, as you know, we come upon a lot of bad situations. You know, you got a house fire, they've lost everything, you got little children. I mean, and we've seen them barefooted out in the yard. I mean, they're confused, they're upset. Or you come on a wreck on the interstate, and everything they own is scattered up and down the road. Kids are scared. Maybe a parent, grandparent is in an ambulance, or could have been killed.
Right.
Anything to try to calm that child. You know, I'm not a psychologist, a psychiatrist, or I don't make $300 an hour, but if you give them something to hold that they feel that's theirs, that, you know, first, they don't have anything. So if you give them a stuffed animal, something to just try to calm them, let them know somebody loves them and thinking about them, and you know, try to ease the tension of the situation. And this can be after a tornado. It can be after any kind of storm, any kind of tragedy.
That is good. As you look back at this, y'all were given, what, 16 cases?
Yes.
Is that what it was?
16 cases. Now, these are some big mooses. That's not just a little bitty stuffed animal.
No, above and beyond. And we certainly appreciate them going that extra mile to do this because it does. Ward Calhoun loaded the sheriff's car out, and he'll give those to the deputies to distribute when they come up on problems like that. Yep. And if your group would like to help out and do something like that, get in touch with the emergency officials. It's something good.
Yeah, definitely, it is. And, so me and Greg both are members of the Moose Lodge, and then something else happened last night that we want everybody to be aware of.
Yeah, before I knew it, I had become a member of the Moose Lodge. And I have no idea what this means. But y'all had that secret ceremony to where y'all were scraping the ground.
We'll explain later.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand.
But you're part of it now.
They do a lot of great work. I mean, it is a great organization. And I mean, anything to help children, anybody to help, I ain't going to say just children, help anyone in need. Someone pointed out last night that sometimes these stuffed animals help with Alzheimer's patients, dementia patients, anything with, reach out, help someone. I mean, what a way to start the year.
It is. It is. Can I ask what a moose heart is? Or am I too early into the organization?
No, so that's their foundation that goes and helps kids. And they focus on kids, and I've been part of other organizations. And one does a tremendous amount on the healthcare side. And the other one, in my thoughts, we have completely lost what our drive is. And now becoming a member of the Moose Lodge and seeing what they do, they truly look for the kids and take care of the kids. And it's little bitty actions like this right here that they do, not just here, but all over the country. What they do is tremendous.
Well, that's wonderful there.
To reach the kids. And I want to say, we were talking before the show, Greg, how cold it was. Well, we've got Myrna from Mount Forest, Ontario, Canada, watching from us today.
That's up above Kemper, ain't it?
It is.
That's above the Mason-Dixon line. We've got Melanie from Memphis watching us, but up there in Ontario, Canada. Now, what's your temperature up there?
I'm kind of curious about that.
Moose Heart is a children's home that was basis for the Moose starting.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Every time I hear the word Memphis, I don't know what pops in my head. Long distance information. Give me Memphis, Tennessee. That's all that ever comes in my mind when I hear the name.
Yeah.
Sounds like I'm the only one in the room that happens to. We'll leave that where it is.
I was
Thank you
thinking
for watching
ribs,
from
but
Canada.
You were thinking ribs?
Yeah.
They do a few ribs up there, don't they? Up by the fire station yesterday on North Hill Street in Meridian, had a little fender bender there as we take a look here.
Yeah.
Yet again, those happen there quite a bit. I don't know if it's the turn, if it's that little bit of a hill. Next thing you know, we have a small one there. Nothing horrible. No one was injured, but that was a situation that happened there. Let's see what else is going on. Let's address this. The unthinkable happened late yesterday afternoon. And as we pull this up, as we see the thin blue line, we would lose a deputy last night from George County. This is the Loosedale, Mississippi area. Made a traffic stop. He was shot. It was right there by the Dollar General. Mississippi Highway Patrol and others would pursue the person, and they were taken out. We don't have the details of what went on, but he was also taken out during the course of this. We cannot say enough to the family and the officers involved in this, because you do not know what you walk up to on a traffic stop, and apparently the unthinkable happened there.
When you leave every day to go and protect others that are not part of your family, you take a chance of your life on the line, just like this deputy did. And the disrespect that our law enforcement officers across the country are being shown is a disgrace.
The deputy has been identified as Jeremy Malone. Y'all keep his family in your prayers as you go about your way today.
Yeah.
Horrible, horrible, horrible. More information will come out on that today after daylight as things starting to come out about it. Just sad. I don't know how much more to say about that other than our hearts are with y'all. We'll be right back as we begin this. We're going to tell you about why to always take your keys out of your car.
Every
Always
time.
do that.
Yeah.
We'll be right back to tell you more about that.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. And welcome back.
Oh, other camera. Yeah, there we are.
I saw the red and I thought it was you.
Yeah, oops.
I got a message this week. I don't know why these two things happened, and it was a former judge. He asked me for a telephone number, said he was going to have to seek an attorney. He had been accosted, I think is the word that he used, at a local restaurant.
Out in public.
Out in public, and we just happened to have a picture of the scene of what he's upset about.
Now we know why. I would be too. Mike Myers catching Judge T on the head. You know, Judge T kicked Greg out of his courtroom.
Judge Thompson got kissed in public, and he said he felt accosted.
I would too with that right there kissing me.
And he was seeking legal advice of how to handle this situation.
He came in to see me New Year's Eve, and he stayed in there and insulted me for at least 30 minutes.
He insulted you?
Yes, for at least 30 minutes. He knows I love him, and I forgive him. He just can't help it.
But he was insulted there. Yeah, we got to work on that. Somebody call Chris, get him over there, straighten his daddy out. Look, we got a party to go to on Sunday. I don't know if everybody knows about this. Are you up to date on this, Greg?
I have no clue.
All right.
This ain't another Boy George deal, is it?
No, this is. I think he probably liked him. He smoked cigars at those concerts. We're saying goodbye to somebody else as they ride off into the sunset.
Yeah.
Here we go. As Clayton Cobbler is calling it quits, and they've got a big party for him on Sunday afternoon. It's going to take place between 2 and 5 there at Metro Ambulance. 43 years, y'all.
You know, I mean, he grew up playing in the ambulance as a child, watching his dad.
Playing doctor.
And 43 years after he started work. Wow.
Yeah, it's been a great ride, and we appreciate him. He's already out as coroner. Stella has taken over, so he's retiring, it looks like, from everything. Is that not true?
I think he's going to keep his burn building.
Okay, we still got that going.
Still got that, but yeah, Sunday, January 7th, coming right up in a couple of days. Was it 2 to 5? 2 to 5, come and go. Go in, see him, talk to him. Maybe pull a Mike Myers, kiss him on top of his noggin.
He'll probably have a flowery shirt on, too.
I've noticed that about him.
Yeah.
But I figure after a month or two of those honey-do lists, he'll be out looking for a job.
That tends to happen to a lot of people that I've seen. Like
Lou retired too, so she's going to be right there with him.
telling him what he can and can't do.
Yeah. That's all right, Clayton. You get to go see a lot more Ole Miss Rebel games.
Yeah, that could be the case there.
Yeah.
Now, we brought up, as wintertime, we're all guilty of this in the mornings. It's cold. You want your vehicle warmed up. You crank it up. You go into a store. You don't want it cold when you come back, so you're just going to be a second.
Yeah.
Well, we got thieves and some bad ones in the area here. And let's discuss this. We had another vehicle stolen last night in the area. Be on the lookout for this today. Here's the tag number. Let me pull this up. LA1 7877. It's a 2012 GMC pick-em-up truck. It's black in color. Last seen leaving the parking lot of Citco. As we see here, the police arrived. There they are in the parking lot. Yep. This is how it all went down. Folks, this is going to happen more and more.
Lock your vehicle.
Yeah.
Not only get the keys out, lock it. Or get you a pet rattlesnake and keep in it or something to deter them. But I'm telling you, there ain't nothing like better. You pull up, fill up your car with gas. It's running and warm.
Yeah.
I mean, hello.
They're going to take it. And I have, we've gotten several videos from other instances in town to where it's just that scene. They walk off, they're standing in the shadow.
Yeah, they're waiting.
You can't see them, but they're in the darkness, and as soon as you step away from that car, they're there.
Yeah.
The only thing I guess these newer cars, which I don't happen to have one of those, that's got the key, if you have it in your pocket, it's still running, and if you get away from that key, it cuts off, doesn't it?
No,
Supposedly,
it goes to beeping and everything else,
no,
but it won't go off.
it's supposed to cut off
I
if
thought
it
it
gets out
killed.
of range of your key fob.
No, it don't. It don't ours.
You sure? Mm-hmm. I thought that.
It will run without a key. Are you sure? Where you parked
Positive.
at?
At the house right,
we need to
at
go
the
test
house right
this.
now. Oh, yeah, we
really-
stopped and got gas. No, yeah, we did. We got gas. I had the key in my pocket, and I went inside.
We're getting arguments against Odie.
Mine does, and I'll take any amount of bet y'all want to.
But I can assure
We'll
you,
go to the bank and get 10 grand. Put
it's
it in
probably
cash, side by
because
side.
Odie's been working on it.
It might be, but mine will do that. See, Jennifer says yes, it will run without a key. If y'all don't believe me, go get 10 grand. I'll go get 10 grand. We'll put it side by side, and I will not feel bad
I
about taking
really,
the money.
really thought that they wouldn't run without it.
My truck will cut off.
Yours, so the Chevrolet, the Ford and Chevrolet,
It's Ford. Yes.
Ford. But
That's
we
right.
stretching that Ford over
That's
there.
right. That's right. The blue oval.
Yeah, y'all come on, Terry, and all y'all quit saying that because I really want to make this bet.
Good luck with that. we had a school have to shut down yesterday, and it was the first day of school back. Northeast. As we look at this, we got the information from the school. They had a water leak, and with that happening, there was no choice but to close schools yesterday. All of that should be repaired and school back to normal today. So, boy, kids didn't stay away from home very long, did they?
No, they didn't. Well, it wasn't but half of them, was it?
That's true. It went A through something yesterday, and then we'll have the rest of the letters yesterday. Boy, I couldn't help but notice as I went and got me, I have to go visit my girls once a week over at Chick-fil-A. They just so nice. I went by and saw them, and I couldn't help but notice there's water running down the road. I thought, what is that? So I ride over, and it's Meridian Fire Department. They were all camped out there. They had a valve break. As we look at that, they were doing some testing, and the valve broke, and it wouldn't shut off.
Ooh, now that's tough.
So it was a little rainbow going on over there.
And it was cold, playing in the water.
Yes, sir. They got that fixed in no time flat, though. But that's a bad feeling when you can't turn something off.
Oh, yeah.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
I've broken a few bolts here in my life as well. We had an accident yesterday, a rollover accident in Neshoba County. As we go up there, and there you go. This was at Mississippi 15 and County Road 571. Road 571 there. Just north of Philadelphia past Burnside State Park. Rollover accident there. Some minor injuries involved. No life-threatening injuries, but always scary when that happens.
Oh, yeah. It really is.
To my knowledge, the immediate Meridian area got by without anything like that happening last night.
Yeah.
To my knowledge.
Let's keep that up.
Yeah, we want to continue that. We did have an incident as we look to Clark County, a home caught on fire. As we'll look at this. This would happen, let's see here, in the 100 block of County Road 3726. And I want you to, this is major as we look at this, as we go to our friends at Clark County Hot Topics.
Yeah, that's a big house.
So sad. I think they lost motorhome, a car. They lost multiple.
Yeah,
things.
as you look at that,
That's so sad.
that's called losing everything you got.
But thank God no one was home. And from what I gather, no one was injured. So it's still
even got the
horrible.
trailer there.
Got the trailer. It was a very hot fire. Yes, the first one on scene was the sheriff, Anthony Chancellor. And as soon as he got there, he took off his sheriff jacket and put on his turnout gear and entered the home as a firefighter. I tell you that Clark County's got some good people over there.
Unfortunately, the home is destroyed, but that goes back to the animals, what you're talking about, those stuffed animals with kids.
Oh.
This is one of those scenes to where it would come in mighty handy there to help somebody out.
Because all
there.
their stuffed animals are in that home.
They're gone.
Yeah, it is. All right, we got more of your local things coming up. Next, we're going back in time. We're going to test everybody in the room. Woo. A few of these
Let's
I know.
see. We'll see how many Greg knows.
That's all the way here at the Scotty Ray Report. As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts, and America's favorite brand, Carhartt, whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From box to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Bessadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Bessadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. If it's crossed your mind about a new tractor, visit my friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 here in Collinsville. They got any style, any size that you're looking for. And right now, you can take advantage of getting a new tractor, a trailer, and a bush hog, all for $31,000, 0% interest for 84 months. Yeah, 0% for 84 months. Also, a great service department to work on any tractor that you have. From bush hogs, disc, and tillers, see it all at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494 in Collinsville. My wife has started commenting, Angie Ray, saying that her car will turn off, Odie, when you walk away from it.
Yeah, but that's brand new.
Well, it's new, but she said it came up on the car and said, I'm fixing to turn off. I don't like it.
Why is the car going to tell you? If you got the key fob and out of the car, what is it telling?
It's a Chevrolet. You're lucky to get it to run anyway. I mean, sorry, I'm just teasing people. Don't get all butthurt.
We got a lot of people commenting on this about the cars here. Let's see.
Yeah.
Mark Overby says that his will run without a key fob.
Oh, there was some of them that said mine ran without a key fob from here to Biloxi. When I got to Biloxi, I had no way to turn my car off.
Right? Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. But it's got to have a push button. Nah, you couldn't get it to crank back up, I don't reckon.
I don't know. Huh. But there's a lot of talk on this. Now, I personally don't own nothing that's got a key fob. Mine has a key that falls out of the ignition.
2 toggle switches and some wire nuts.
It is still a going.
Sir, why you got that screwdriver?
Y'all don't act like you ain't never had one.
Universal key.
Oh, Angie said, don't be talking about her truck, Greg.
Oh, she'll come after you.
Wait till we leave and he'll still be here.
All right, Sandy White says 04 Expedition keeps on going. So she's saying her Ford will. I didn't know they had a key fob in 04. Was there such a thing?
Yeah, had the little.
That's just your alarm, isn't it?
That's the lock unlock button.
Yeah,
that's
Sandy.
not a fob.
Sandy, no wonder I'm in trouble trying to get you a date.
You can call
It's that
it
first
whatever
date
you
that
want.
messes it up.
Yeah. I've got my key fob. Yeah.
Used a screwdriver for a shipper there, manual. Well, a lot of things there. Cut your vehicle off at the gas station while filling up. That's true, but people still do it. All right, let's go back in history. Let's do some testing here. It would be 1910. I know that you're confused by that, but this man was a part of y'all's childhood every day. He had a straw hat, and he hung out with a guy that had a bowl haircut.
Mr. Green Jeans?
That's him.
It is, as we go back. He was born on this day.
Cha-ching.
This man can get it. Mr. Green Jeans was just cool, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, at the time.
Yeah. He may have been a nerd later, and we just don't know it there. Yeah. But, that was a big day there for him. Let's see what else happened today. It would be 1923. This guy, he would, I would say, change music forever with his view. He would open up a little shop on a corner, and he would start taking people that the big-name record labels didn't want.
Sam Phillips?
That would be him. This guy is like...
I think he sees what's on there.
I'm not saying anything. That was just a good guesstimate.
I think you're showing your poker hand. This little, you hadn't got it fanned out right.
No.
No, y'all tell me. It was Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee, Elvis,
Carl Perkins.
Yeah, who wasn't there another one that was real big that he did? I mentioned Jerry Lee. The list just went on and
It
on.
went on at Sun Records. But like you said, it was the people that couldn't get a shot nowhere else.
They just kind of snubbed them. But boy, Sam Phillips didn't do that.
No.
I don't even know how to give a clue on this one.
The first guy that you voted for.
Do what?
The first guy you voted for.
Ronald Reagan?
The other one.
No, I have no clue on this guy. I just remember the name. And
He had the first woman vice president candidate.
Mondale?
Yeah.
Walter Mondale?
that was it. What was that Ferrari girl?
Yeah, it wasn't no Ferrari. She looked more like a Chevette.
Geraldine Ferraro.
Yeah, that was her. She worked at IBM or something like that.
Yeah.
It didn't work out too good for her. We're going to go ahead and run the story for y'all.
So
She finished second anyway.
the Honorable Todd Kemp come back and said Sam Phillips had something with Roy Orbison.
I didn't realize
Okay.
that. Okay, Roy Orbison.
And Liberace, Mike said.
We'll let that one go, Scotty Ray. Move on.
That was... dun, 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 dun.
I never owned anything by Liberace. I want to point that out. Never.
You didn't have one of his rings?
No, I had nothing. Now, Cowboy Cool is where I'll go with this guy. He's born in 1931. He's been a part of some of the best movies that was out there. You getting anywhere close to this here? Oh, you've watched it. He even helped Tom Cruise in a movie, in a modern day movie. He a mechanic in that. He would also be a mechanic in another show, Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah.
But you'll know him most for bringing his friend that passed away like 3,000 miles in the desert on the back of a buggy because he made a promise to him, bury him underneath the tree. Did that help?
He was gonna
Lost.
He also played, let me say this, he also played a preacher that kind of lost his cool one day.
Oh, we got winter chicken dinner
Talking
on
about
here.
Clint Eastwood?
Robert Duvall, Jeannie Whaley beat
Whaley
you.
said-
No,
Yes.
I don't know that one, though.
But is he not a great actor or what?
Yeah.
Did you watch Lonesome Dove?
Yeah.
Didn't want a fan.
That's all right. It's just too long.
But the bar scene, when he goes in and whoops that
Oh,
fella.
yeah. What was that where they fly the airplane through the barn, him and that other old dude? And
Well, that was Secondhand Lines.
yeah, no, that was pretty good.
That
was
is
a
a
good
great
show.
movie. But
Yeah.
where the guy on the horse rides up out there and he makes a derogatory remark and he whoops him and whoops him bad. But I'm telling you, if y'all want to see a great kids movie, Greg just hit on that as you talk about Secondhand Lines.
That was good.
Yes, it was.
I mean, that was a good movie.
The Coca-Cola scene where he goes in the store with his kids. I just got out of surgery, but I'm going to teach you a lesson. He whooped like 8 of them, didn't he?
Yeah. What was his brother?
His buddy's name?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Robert Duvall, and y'all know who we're talking about out there. Help us out.
That was a movie.
And he just got his Coke and got out of the way.
He didn't need any help.
He don't need no help. Get your peanuts.
It would all begin on this day, 1933. Little do people know that underneath this is a Civil War fort underneath the bridge.
Michael Caine. Thank you, Austin.
Michael Caine, that's right. The Golden Gate Bridge construction began on this. But did you know there's a Civil War fort underneath it?
Darn.
Hey, look at this look I'm getting over here. I'm getting one-eyed by him. That's a fact. Greg don't believe me.
A Civil War fort under that's in California, right?
It is. I don't know why they had it there. I don't know. But it's there.
Okay.
I'm going to have to Google, aren't I?
Yeah.
I see it coming.
Oh, now he knows this one.
1945, a new cartoon character would be developed, and he was quite the ladies' man.
Pepe Le Pew?
You can't beat this. You study this stuff, don't you?
No, I'm just full of useless knowledge.
But
Yeah,
do
he
you want to
ain't
know
nothing
the
useful.
bad part? They have said that Pepe can no longer be seen because he, what was the word for it that he did toward women? That, whatever.
He was
the
sexist.
Sexist. Now, what about Pepe Le Pew is sexist?
Well, he kept grabbing and rubbing and
Kissing, but
kissing and...
I didn't see it that way. Did you, Greg?
No. I mean, come on, people. I mean,
It's a cartoon.
yeah, it's a decent cartoon. But this is the same kind of people that'll watch that. What's that horrible
and Afraid.
cartoon that's on. I can't even think of it because I change the channel every time it comes on.
Oh, you talking about that Kenny or whatever?
Yeah, so yeah, whatever that is. But yeah, that's okay.
South Park.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. South
I don't
Park.
watch.
But Pepe
That's the
Le
worst
Pew
thing.
offends you, but South Park or Beavis and Butthead don't. I mean,
Yeah.
come on,
Yeah.
that's the world we live in.
I'm with you on that. Y'all help me here because I can't think of the TV show that she was in.
She was.
Well, you got to give me some kind of clue.
I don't
here.
even know how to give it because I don't. There's a dude
She's
with the
kin
same.
to Michael.
Yeah, what'd he do? Yeah, that's too far. You can't guess.
She was in one where she had a son. Maybe it was a son.
Was it
and
Mr.
she
Mom
wanted-
that she was in?
No, he was in that one.
Okay.
But she wanted to
was
make
Terry
real
Garr.
good food for her youngin', so she made her own baby food.
We're going to call this because it's just no way because I don't know anything she done. Diane Keaton has a birthday today. I know the name, but I ain't got a clue what she's ever done.
Nah, I ain't got a clue.
She wasn't an A-lister, was she?
Nah.
Not least in Mississippi.
She was a support, and a great support. Now she had a couple of TV or movies that she was the main character in, but yeah.
Nobody seems to know her either. I hadn't got the first comment about Diane Keaton. We'll have to look at this. Now, all of us know this. He was probably the best bartender on the ocean there ever was.
Isaac off of the Love Boat.
This guy could get on name that too. Isaac was it, was he not?
Yes, sir.
He solved the
solved
world's problem.
all the problems. He was he was
Do you know the words
psychologist.
to the theme music to Love Boat?
No.
The love.
That's all right, Odie. Let it go.
I sing you to sleep.
Oh, have mercy. Let's see here.
Oh yeah.
They had a van. This is not Scooby-Doo. They had a van, and they traveled around, and they tried to solve mysteries in the 70s. They even had an old girl that occasionally visited the show, and one of them used to sing, "It's a Saturday night, and I ain't got nobody."
It came out on TV, but it was a huge book series.
Yeah. Any help here?
No, I ain't got a clue.
You don't remember SATUR?
No.
I don't remember that.
No.
Yeah, it was a big. He really Saturday night. Well, the Hardy Boys. Do y'all remember that? Pamela Sue Martin was born on this day. She played Nancy Drew, which was a part of that show.
I got a bunch of their books.
I didn't get that station.
Look at this
So,
look I'm getting over here.
Well, he can't read.
Well,
So the
I'm
books
sorry. If
were
it
out.
was the 70s, I was watching the Dukes of Hazzard and Dallas and all that Gunsmoke.
Good things there. Wholesome
Yeah,
show.
wholesome
Yeah.
shows.
There we are. Now, this next guy, I had to think back on this. Did you ever watch a movie called Highlander? Did anybody ever see that? There can only be one, where the guy was immortal. And
I know what you're talking about.
Sean Connery was the main actor in it with this other guy. Well, there was a bad guy in there where they had to fight at the end. He would later become part of a bigger show. And, of course, you watched it. Morgan Freeman was in it. He was in jail. And he was the man that you went to.
Shawshank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the cop, the bad one?
That was on the roof when they were putting the tar on the roof, and
That's it.
trading them the bucket of beer for putting doing their taxes. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's what it was.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Clancy Brown. I will never forget how that show ended where Morgan Freeman says, he cried like a baby.
Yeah.
Clancy Brown, born in 1959. I didn't even know that guy's name, but he's been in
A lot of shows.
Yeah, and you just don't realize he looked different in that than the other ones. He's a big old boy. I think he done some scary movie stuff also. Let's see here. Somebody made a comment about Diane Keaton. She was in First Wives Club with Goldie Hawn. That's why I don't know her.
Yeah. Missed
We didn't
that.
watch any of that.
Didn't see that at all.
That was a show about three women that was married to the same guy.
I don't know.
Is that right?
Poor fella.
I couldn't tell.
I'm not talking about Steve Ratcliffe, anybody. I know that they're having a meeting somewhere in Meridian right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't even.
Let's see what else happened today. It would be the first time that TV saw a talking animal. 1961, it premiered on this night.
Mr. Ed.
That's it. And I got to be honest, I have never watched that show.
I don't know that I've ever.
I just know of it.
I know they used peanut butter to make him talk.
But I've never even seen it in reruns on anything.
You may have to go to YouTube to find that now.
Maybe so, but it was supposed to be a smart horse, right?
Well, he could talk.
For peanut butter.
Greg, correct me on this because I went blank. I was going to bring it up and I can't remember it. The horse, I do know now. Gunsmoke, Matt's horse.
Was Ben Cartwright's horse.
It sure was.
And Lauren Green was Ben Cartwright,
Yep.
correct? Now, did James Arnaz end up with the horse, or did Lauren Green buy the
Lauren Green
horse?
did.
Okay.
And he kept him for like 20 years and then donated him.
To a children's home. Yes.
Sure did. And he lived out his life there. I did not know that they were sharing the horse.
Beautiful
for
buck. It's a buckskin.
Buckskin. Mhm.
Beautiful horse.
And it made me think of that when I saw Mr. Ed there in the background there, his color there being buckskin. But the things that go on behind Hollywood that you just don't realize.
Yeah, you use the same set for a lot of stuff, just change the paint. Now you got the same horse. And
I don't know, whatever happened to Little Joe's, that Pinto? I always thought that was the
Pinto,
coolest
yeah.
horse as a kid. I did. I was all about that. Let's see what else happened today. Greg ain't gonna know nothing about this because I don't know nothing about it.
I don't either.
But ladies, any of you out there that might have remembered All My Children? It premiered on this day in 1970.
All I remember is you did not mess with Mama while she was watching that show.
That was big, wasn't it? All My Children.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that maybe the storyline, the name of the show, had nothing to do with what was going on. Now, Greg, you need to, before I show this picture, you need to cover your eyes because I don't know if you can handle looking at this. I think she jogged past your business at one time when she was in town.
Tanya Tucker?
Yeah. Let's just go ahead and show the picture. Can you bear to look at that?
She was a beautiful lady in her day.
She was. 1973, she went in the studio today and recorded What's Your Mama's Name, Child? What's Your Mama's
Delta
Name?
Dawn. That was my song.
All of those were big things there. And of course, the story goes with that about the mama is a guy that is told he has a daughter.
Right.
She has eyes of Wilson Green.
Wilson Green, yep.
And he's searching for it. He asked a little kid, What's your mama's name? He got put in jail. He dies, and they bury him, and they find the old letter in his pocket. What a story. That's when country music really had something to tell, didn't it?
Well, you know, when she came to downtown Meridian, I don't know, 6-8 months ago? I don't think it's been...
It ain't been all that long
it
ago.
ain't been all that long. As you can tell, she was rode hard and put up with.
Yeah, there comes a time when people need to wear more clothes. Is that...
I think I know what you mean.
Less booze
And
when you go
I
on
don't mean
stage.
that ugly, but I'm just, there comes a time in life when
You need to cover.
you need to put a tarp
Yeah.
on your car. I mean,
It's now an antique.
yeah, exactly.
You
I
don't
mean,
need sun damage
You can be
anymore.
classy, beautiful then.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Robert Redford. It goes for all
yeah.
stages, each sex there. Y'all keep that in mind there.
Yeah.
And, well, I won't even go there. Because, back in...
You done started it now.
I'm gonna walk away from it. 1975. I ain't never that I know of watched anything that this guy's done. He's not prissy, but he's too pretty.
I've seen
I just-
some movies, but I can't think of.
Do you have trouble watching movies that have those pretty dudes in it that the women call pretty? They're just not. I don't know how to word it.
Kind of like that Chrisley knows best stuff.
Well, he was more manly
Well,
than
no,
that.
yeah.
He's manly, but it's he wasn't a Burt Reynolds. It didn't have that effect. I don't know. He has a birthday today. Bradley Cooper was born in 75. Are you a big Bradley Cooper fan?
No.
Did you understand now what I was trying to describe?
No.
And I don't know how to put it to words, but just not my pick of the litter of guys that I want to see in movies. I'm more of the Clint type. That kind of guy. Charles Bronson.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a new actor, and I can't.
There hadn't been any in years, right?
As we look back at this of new actors, what I call new actors are people that I actually look up to. Denzel Washington sticks out. The guy's done some great movies.
Yes, he has.
Yes.
But think of who else is there?
Jeannie said he is not a Sam Elliott.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Sam Elliott
Yeah.
Sam Elliott is a good actor.
Yes,
He is.
Never seen anything that I didn't like that he was in.
Yeah, he is. There was one other guy that I was going to bring up that's been that Jason State. What's his name? The
Status.
transporter guy.
Yeah.
he's pretty cool to watch.
Whatever.
The mechanic. He's been in that. You're not into that, huh?
No.
Did you watch the transporter?
No.
He can drive a car.
The first two I liked.
Nah.
That Charged or whatever, where he had to go get electricity to recharge his
Yeah, I
heart
didn't
battery.
watch
That
that.
was just kind of
No,
Didn't go
come on, man.
I like it realistic.
yeah.
I like Morgan Freeman, and I know he's not a new actor, but I've never seen a show he was in that I didn't like.
More along come a spider.
And
Did you
he's,
watch that?
he's just
good.
cool. He's cool in anything he does. He's cool.
That voice just really sells him. You believe him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You do. It would be 1980. This guy had made several songs about old Lucille and a few others. And he would come out with a guy that everybody was poking fun at until he turned and locked the door.
Coward of the County, Kenny Rogers.
There you go. They
Who
made a
had-
movie of it this week, and Kenny played the preacher in it.
Probably had the worst plastic surgery of any one in
got it.
Nashville ever.
Yeah.
But I like Kenny. I liked his movie. Remember the movie Six Pack with the
Six
Oh, I
heads?
love it.
Then he had all the Gambler series.
Gambler, yeah.
Kenny, and then he did a lot of those Christmas movies with Dolly.
And he did some Western work.
with Bruce Boxleitner.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he was in The Gambler with him. Kenny, at one point in time, was the cat's meow for the ladies.
Oh, yeah.
Before he had plastic surgery.
And then he looked like that Tim Allen on Santa Claus.
Now we're getting, and Robin, you're probably true of this. Kevin Costner, a great actor. I don't like
Yeah.
his personal faults,
Exactly.
but he is good at Sandy says Charles Bronson, Clint, John Wayne, Sam Elliott.
I like
Liam
Liam Neeson. The same thing. His personal beliefs are out the freaking window. But as an actor,
You did, Greg. You didn't ever watch where he goes. I have to have
set
some
of
skills.
No.
that was a.
And I'm
good
not scared
movie.
to use them. That was pretty good. Now he even played. It was a cheap movie, but a thing called Dark Man. Take it, y'all didn't see
Yeah,
that.
I did see that.
Y'all don't get the Western channel at your house?
We've seen them all. They don't make any new ones.
Yeah, but at our age, you forget what you watched and you just watch them
Look,
again.
just because you hide your own Easter eggs
That's
doesn't mean
right.
that we don't remember stuff.
That's exactly right.
It was.
And you know the sad part is, for whatever reason, westerns quit selling, and they no longer make a western.
But think of the ones that have came out like a Tombstone.
Oh yeah,
Of course, I know that seems like yesterday to me. It was a hit.
yeah.
I
sure
mean,
was.
they redid that. That came
Sam
out.
Elliott.
What was the remake they came out with just a few years ago? Had the little girl who was it her daddy got killed, and they were off to go get the guy who killed Grit.
Do you have a
True Grit.
True
that was
Grit.
originally John Wayne.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't watch the remake.
It was good.
Now the worst remake that you just got to call it when it's bad. They tried to do a western and it flopped. It was horrible. When the Lone Ranger is scared to shoot his gun because they're trying to make a political statement out of it, it's
Yes.
sad. Did y'all see that?
No.
I tried
Me and
to.
Dylan went to the theater because I thought, man, it's the Lone Ranger.
Yeah, and
he
Tonto-
wouldn't shoot his gun.
What was Tonto? He did all the Caribbean, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, him.
What's his name?
Yeah. I'm getting a divorce and we got to do it on TV. Johnny Depp.
Yeah, Johnny Depp, and he played Tonto. And I like Johnny Depp, but
can
I hated him as Tonto.
I could see Greg in sixth grade knowing all the words to this. This was our first time in America that we got exposed to what rap was. I'm not kidding. On a mainstream of what it was. 1980, this broke loose. Rapper's Delight. Anybody remember that?
Nope.
Hip hop. Yeah, I can't tell you. The Sugar Hill Gang. There's a lot of you out there that will remember that. That did happen on this day.
Nope.
You'll be all right.
Oh, let's see what else went on. Now, this you remember. It was 1984. We actually talked about this last week, being politically correct, as the album cover was changed on Amazon because, well, they didn't like the way it looked originally.
Yeah.
Roll on highway, roll on
No,
along.
Alabama.
Yeah, that was a big song, and a lot of truckers identified with that. Probably one of the last trucking songs that I remember in recent years. It would be 1985. A heartbreak was coming, and he is like the king of country.
George
And he just
Strait.
wanted to know, does this town ever cross your mind? Does that give you a hit?
Fort Worth.
There you go. Does Cole Fort Worth beer?
Yep.
George Strait had the #1 song today.
Yep.
That's a country
Now
song.
that's country music, and there ain't no rapping involved in it.
No. He ain't even going to shake a leg up there.
That's exactly. He ain't got to. His blue jeans ain't bedazzled either. I mean,
No, they're not.
They are on the back.
They're Wranglers
that's exactly right.
with a W. That's as far as you go get with that. Let's see what else happened. I won't even repeat the joke, but I told a joke, and I guess I ought to be apologized when this happened years ago, and I won't repeat it because I really made somebody mad when I said it. He had a wife that was 10 foot taller than him, and he passed away on today in a skiing accident.
And he was short. Sonny
Sonny
Bono.
Bono.
Right, but I'm telling you, I made that little lady mad that day, and I was just poking fun at what went on.
Just trying to make it lighthearted.
Yeah, and she didn't take it too good. So I'll leave that alone. I'll tell you all about it in a minute. I thought I'd show you these two. I mean, Leanne Womack, as she released, I'll think of a reason later to hate her. You remember the song?
No.
Oh, you know where she's flipping through the Sunday paper and she notices her ex getting married, and she starts coloring on the girl's face. She goes, I'll think of a reason later to hate her.
Too new for me.
You remember this because as a kid, I think
Oh,
every
yeah.
little boy gravitated toward watching this movie. It was like, oh. Y'all remember Porky's?
Oh yeah.
Nancy, she was the gym teacher.
Yeah.
She passed away in 01 on this date. She was tough, old heifer.
She was.
I don't know any other way to word her other than tough.
That was it.
We'll be right back. That's a trip down memory lane this morning. We got more coming up as we continue your morning here with Scotty Ray and Odie. Y'all put a smile on. We'll be right back. Have you seen the selection of cars and trucks at Massey Supermart Auto Sales lately? How about a Grand Cherokee Jeep 4x4 Limited? They've got that in white and also gray. They have a like new 2021 Wrangler Unlimited 4x4. Or maybe your family needs room. Have you checked out the Ford Expedition lately? 1023 Highway 39 Bypass, Massey Supermart Auto Sales.
The low profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the
And we're back. We want to take a minute. and talk-
Almost. We're almost back. No, we're back.
Man, I got to get that fixed.
That one.
I mean, bad. Talk about the farm supply. They're open up this morning. As a matter of fact, they opened up, what, about 30?
Yeah, about 25 minutes ago or so that they opened up.
Drop by and visit. Well, there is so much there, from wind chimes to getting little things from knickknacks for the house. If you need a new swing, they got plenty of that. When it comes to horse feed, cattle, all those necessity things that you need for your pets and all, they've got that too. If you need fence post, they got all of that lined up for you in one place.
Yeah. Big thing, bird feeders.
Yeah.
If you've got a feeder, go by and get the bird food to go in it. And you can get every bit of that right there, from bird seed to fishing supplies to Greg needs game cameras because every time he goes in the woods, he cannot see deers from his stand, but he finds them all the time on his cameras.
Well, there you go. Visit with them today. Exit 151 off the interstate, Lauderdale County Farm Supply. They'll do you right. Drop in, they'll load up the corn for you in the back of the truck.
Yeah, you don't even have to do anything.
That's right. It's pretty easy there.
Yeah.
Let's see a few other things that have gone. Oh, we did have some honorable mentions here that we needed to bring up. Gail pointed out some of the actors she liked. Keith Sullivan, I kind of like him. Woody Harrelson has been funny
I like
in a few
old
things.
Woody.
We had another one, Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas
Cage.
I liked him. In
I
all
like
of the,
him in some things, but to me, he gets kind of out there. Kind of like Bruce Willis. I think Bruce Willis was an excellent actor, but I don't want to see you blown out of a 40-story building, then you drive off in the Corvette and you don't even have no glass.
Yeah, that's not
Come
true.
on. Yeah.
What happened to? Well, I guess fictional things are just they must be the thing.
But
But I'm
look
with you on
good.
that. I have to believe the story for it to be great.
It makes it so much better.
Yeah, when John Wayne shot you, you was shot.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
They toted you off the movie screen.
That's exactly. You were not in the next scene.
No, you come back the next episode, but you wasn't in that one.
Let's see what else went on today. We had a few more local events, I thought. Let me go back here and see what we did. We did have an accident in Clark County, and this is one of those things. It can happen. I'm assuming that they ran off the edge of the road, or they had a wheel bearing issue. I don't know which it was, but as we look at this,
Oh, yeah.
that
You could do it.
That's pretty bad there. That would hurt, to say the least.
It woke them up.
It did. So that went on locally. Let's see a few other things around the state. Macomb's had a couple of shootings there. Harrison County had a threat at their courthouse. I don't know what the deal is lately with all of that. Also, let's see. Pickers, American Pickers is coming to this great state of Mississippi. I mentioned this a month or so ago, but they're going to be doing some filming in the state. And, the guy that looked like, what's his name from... he ain't on the show no more. They had a big fight.
Yeah, they did. Frank, yeah.
Well, see, they tried to make out like he was sick, I thought. And now they said I think they just came from togetherness.
They did. It was a flat-out brawl. He felt that the other old boy was getting more attention.
Well, he was.
Yeah.
Well, he brought his brother on the show and then his cousin. I mean,
he was getting pushed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he called it and no longer there. That was probably a costly mistake financially.
Yeah, I imagine
I
he
think it
bit
was.
his nose off to spite his face, as Mama used to say.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just best to let sleeping dogs lie, so to speak, there.
That's right.
Let's see here. I had a few things that were going on nationally before we got out of here I thought we needed to mention also. TGIF, y'all ever eaten one of those?
I have eaten.
I'm assuming it means thank goodness it's Friday restaurant.
It is.
Assuming.
Kind of reminded me of Applebee's, if
It's
I
about
remember
what
right.
it is.
Yeah. I eaten at one at a airport one time.
Right.
They are closing 36 locations with a new announcement. Those are going away as things trend down.
What's her name? Big cook, Southern cook that's been on TV, Paula Dean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her restaurant at Owa, they just abruptly closed it the other day.
The more money she makes, the sexier she gets. Y'all ever notice that?
So you watch Martha Stewart,
I'll let
too?
that go.
Martha is really looking good these
I'll
days.
let that go.
Retirement
Again,
program.
Tanya Tucker, I'm sorry, put on that
Yeah, money don't make a whole lot.
Y'all have heard Death Valley before, I'm sure, where that is. They're saying that for the first time in 100 years, it's possible it will get some snow. If y'all remember, not long ago,
global
it got rain.
warming.
Well, global warming.
That's right, global warming.
brought that up
It's
this
got
morning.
to be. How many million will we put into checking on this?
Yeah. Yeah. Why did it snow here?
They will do that. We talked about them. Let's see. Trump is starting to focus on Nikki now. He has discovered that Ron ain't going to cross the finish line. So they're going to go after Nikki in the next ads is what's coming up.
And he's got some help because there's a lot of people that don't really care about Nikki.
That'd be me.
And I'm one of them, too.
I'm not a Nikki fan.
I don't know who it is.
She was
South
South
Carolina
Carolina governor, and then she was appointed to the, what was that council?
Where you went out of town all the time.
Yeah. She was on some big board there.
Yeah.
UN. Oh, yeah, that's what it was, the UN. She did great at those jobs, and that's where she needs to be. But she wants to be president, and I can't vote
Ain't
for her.
gonna happen.
No.
Yeah, it will not happen there.
Talking about a flipper flopper. Yeah. She is pretty doggone bad.
Yeah, and she does. She flips from one subject to the other. Let's see here. Sally Field is telling it all. This is going to break your heart there. Because, after they played Bandit, they had a little romance that went on there for a while.
Right.
She said
What
that-
did Frog say?
Frog said that her boyfriend Bert refused to go to the Academy Awards with her when she won. She said he was really not a nice guy back then. What do you think?
Have you ever met a man that everyone always thought he was a nice guy?
You're
I'm
right.
sure Bert had had a bad day.
And she didn't fix him some tea or something.
Exactly. His suit didn't get back from the cleaners or something.
She insulted him, if I am not mistaken, not long ago, saying that he was the worst kisser that she had ever had. Y'all remember that statement?
I don't remember it.
I mean, some things, if you thought that, you should have kept yourself. The man's dead.
Yeah.
Well,
He
I'm
can't fix it
sorry.
now.
I mean, if it hadn't have been for him kissing her, she probably wouldn't have made him millions of dollars. I
You're
mean,
right.
you know,
Right.
you
She
kiss
was-
a pig for a couple of $1 million. I mean,
She was virtually unheard of until she became Frog.
that's right.
Now,
Burt Reynolds, Burt, he kind of
He
not
made
that
her.
she didn't have talent. That ain't what I'm saying. For everybody gets all upset. But I mean, it's amazing what you can kiss for few $1 million.
Yeah, and that's what happened on that.
Like, think about Mike Myers kissing Gerald Wayne. I mean,
There you
Yeah,
go.
but he did that for free. I even got a video of it.
Has anybody got in touch with Gerald Wayne
Yeah.
for a statement this morning, how he feels about all this?
No, not yet. Because I bet you he's going to call Greg here in a little bit.
Yeah.
Say, Firecracker, I need to talk to you.
well, I'd call him, but he'll answer the iron. So, you know.
Now, Carl, you're right. Sally was Gidget before that, but still, she was not a household name.
No.
That she became after doing that. Was she ever lucky enough to star again with Bert, or was that it?
I don't remember.
I think that's it.
And if you've never had a chance to go back and watch, what was it, WW and the Dixie Dance?
The Dixie Darling. No.
What was it? Had Jerry Reed
Yeah.
and Bert, and they went around robbing gas stations, and only one particular gas station.
Right.
And they chased them throughout the movie. It was great. It was a
I
1955
had
Bel
forgotten
Air.
all about that.
Oh, that was a good show. And that would lead us on to a famous show called Gator. That was good.
Greg Robert Thomas wants to say thank you for helping him during fireworks season and helping him create memories with Pops.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yep.
Heart goes out to y'all. If we can do anything, let us know.
And we will fix that. I didn't realize I had the wrong date put on the schedule for this morning. That'll leave the 4th. It was early when I got in here.
Oh, yeah, it was real early. But we got a birthday before we get all the way to the
Dance
end of
Kings.
it.
That was it. WW the Dance Kings.
Lloyd Francis' grandson, Zane Warren, is 9 years old today. So, happy birthday.
Terry is putting out that we can't forget that she was in Norma Ray also. Seemed like she done something else. Steel Magnolias.
The Flying Nun. Did you ever watch The Flying Nun?
No, it wasn't my cup of tea.
No.
But I mean, I know there's a lot of people that liked it. It just wasn't my thing. But WW, the Dixie Dance Kings, if you ever get a chance, go back and watch that. Even the guy that was chasing them at the end gave them a new one to ride in, if you remember. That's how it ended.
She was like Fonda. Scott said her views on Vietnam did not go over too good.
What's Murphy Romance? I don't even know what that is.
I don't know.
Got me on that.
Miss that.
She did help Forrest get an education. I forgot about that. Your mama sure cares about your education. And we'll leave it on that. Greg, we want to say thank you for coming in this morning and being a part of the show.
I have most definitely enjoyed it. I think this is about 3 Fridays in a row. So Fridays, you must not care about your ratings. But I do. I enjoyed it. I remind everybody, love somebody, forgive somebody, be patient, kind, and have a happy new year.
That's absolutely right. And we want to thank one of our other sponsors that help us every day of the year when it comes time to getting yourself a home. Don't forget about Snowden Real Estate. They'll help you in any way they can. Odie, I'm going to let you take us into the weekend here.
Man, here we are. It's Friday, 71 hours from now. We'll be back to do this again all over Monday. If I remember what camera we're supposed to be in.
It's that one.
It's that one. But we appreciate y'all being and spending your morning here with us. We wouldn't want to do it without you because we love you. But remember the love that Jesus Christ has for each one of us, that God sent his only son to die for our sins. Thank him today and have him come into your heart and forgive you of your sins. You'll start the day off great. We'll see you Monday. Y'all have a wonderful day.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.